Howdy, partners. Welcome to Cowboy Classics with Scott Paladin. Today's episode, Bartow Black. 'Twas when the proclamation came, far in the 60s back. He left his lord and changed his name to Mr. Bartow Black. He learned to think himself a man, and privilege, to adopt a different plan, to lay aside the hoe. He took the lead in politics and handled all the notes, for he was up to all the tricks that gathered in the votes. For when the war came to a close and Negroes took a stand, young Bartow with the current rose, the foremost in command. His voice upon the stump was heard, his Yankeedom did prate, the carpetbagger he revered, the Southerner did hate. He now was greater than the lord who used to call him slave, for he was on the country board with every right to rave. But this amazing run of luck was far too good to stand, and soon the chivalrous Ku Klux rose in the southern land. Then Bartow got a little note, 'twas very queerly signed. It simply told him not to vote or be to death resigned. Young Bartow thought this little game was very fine and nice, to bring his courage rare to shame and knowledge of justice. What right have they to think I fear, he to himself did say. Dare they presume that I do care how loudly they do bray? This is my home, and here I die, contending for my right. Then let them come, my colors fly, I'm ready now to fight. Let those who think that Bartow Black, an office holder too, will to his cowards show his back, their vain presumption rue. Bartow pursued his office game and made the money too. But home at nights he wisely came and played the husband true. When they had got their subject tame and well matured their plan, they at the hour of midnight came, and armed was every man. They numbered 50 southern sons, and massed was every face, and Winfield rifles were their guns, you could that plainly trace. One southern brave did have a key, an entrance quick to make. They entered all, but meek you see, their victim not to wake. They reached his room, he was in bed. His wife was by his side. They struck a match above his head. His eyes he opened wide. Poor Bartow could not reach his gun, though quick his arm did stretch. For 20 bullets through him spun, that stiffly laid the wretch. And then they rolled his carcass o'er, and filled both sides with lead. And then they turned it on the floor, and shot away his head. Ere black his bloody end did meet, his wife had swooned away. The southern braves did now retreat. There was no need to stay.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Cowboy Classics with Scott Paladin. Our work tonight was Bartow Black by Timothy Thomas Fortune. Produced, edited, and read by Scott Paladin. Audio copyright 2021, Scott Paladin.